The next area we'll be covering today is communications. When I select it from my classroom menu, you'll notice it displays in a new tab, leaving my attendance original classroom screen open in my original tab. This screen allows you to just create a basic email message. Welcome back. Welcome to the new school year. You'll notice we have a toolbar here that has a lot of the functions you're accustomed to in Microsoft Word or Outlook. We can add attachments, create hyperlinks, add pictures, images. You can add a table, numbered lists, order bulleted lists. You'll also notice on this screen you can carbon copy yourself. If you want to receive a copy of this email, just to save it as a record for what went out and on what day it was sent. Now, who am I sending this message to? Because I selected communications from my Algebra 2 class, it defaults to listing only those students here when I click the Filter tab. Filter tab lets me decide what group of people I want to send this to. It may be just one student. I can select that student or the parents of one student and single arrow them over. I can select a couple, one or two, arrow them over. Or if I want to send to the whole class, I just have to click the double arrow to send all of those students to the recipient list. Now, am I sending to parents? Am I sending to students? Am I sending to grandparents? You'll notice in the families area, we have all sorts of filters. I can send to just fathers or mothers. If I have a grandparent event that I want to invite grandparents to, I can just select them. Typically, you're going to be sending to parents and perhaps students. So to make sure both parents receive the email, we recommend selecting correspondence and custody. In the case of a split family or divorced family where one parent may have custody and the other parent doesn't but should still receive the emails, selecting both will ensure that you get both parents. You can also send to the student if they have an email listed in your database. If you want to send to staff members, you can make that selection also. And back in this type drop-down, you can scroll down to staff and select the staff members that should also receive the email. Now, notice if I remove this staff option from the selection filters, when I click recipients, I don't have a column for staff. You will have one column for each of the selected options on the filter screen. So if I go back and add my staff members and then click recipients, you'll see I've added a staff column. My demonstration database obviously doesn't have a lot of emails populated for these family members, but you'll notice in correspondence and custody, I have the same email addresses listed. Does that mean these parents are going to get this email twice? No, it does not. One email is sent blind copied, so all of the parents will only see that they received the email. They won't see all of the other email addresses to which the email was sent. When you're ready to send your email, all you have to do is click Send Message, and it will be sent by RenWeb mail servers to all of the recipients in this list. Again, because you are logged into your system, to your database, I don't suggest that you send an email out right now unless you really have composed one that you want all of your parents to receive. You are working with live data, so if you have parents selected and you click Send Message, they're going to receive it. Now, we also have the ability, if I go back to the Compose tab, to send reports. There are 5 different types of reports that teachers may have access to. This is all based on security permissions in your school. So if you don't have one of these 5 options listed, it's because you haven't been assigned the security permission to be able to email one of these reports, for instance, report card. Some schools may elect to not let teachers email a report card. So if I start with a gradebook progress report, all classes, you'll notice a recipient options message just displayed. Let me go back to messages. See this orange pop-up message? When you're emailing gradebook progress reports or any grade-related information, the filters where we had custody correspondence, father, mother, grandparent before, you are limited to only the family individuals who have the grade-related options selected in family relationships. You can also send to an advisor, a staff member, or to the student themselves. So back on the Compose tab, when emailing a gradebook progress report, you have 2 options, details or summary. Details will display all assignment and grade-related information for each assignment. The summary will just display the student's class average. You can also select which term for which you want to send. If you select the Include Student Comments option, you'll notice this Edit Student Comments button lights up, and you can actually include individual student comments for each of the students in your class. Now, you can also send gradebook progress reports just for this selected Algebra 2 class. You have the same details or summary option, same term, same student comments. When you are sending gradebook progress report just for the selected class, you can also include lesson plans for a date range to go along with the gradebook progress report. You can send lesson plans separately. You can send a report card progress report. You need to select which template you will be emailing, what the progress report will look like. Again, regarding a report card, if you don't see that in your list, it's because you don't have the security permission that you're required to have to be able to email a report card. Should you want to send gradebook progress reports for all classes and edit student comments for each of the classes, you'll notice you have this class drop-down option to be able to do that. So you could send gradebook progress report for all of your classes, including comments, all at the same time. On the filter screen, you'll notice I'm still in my Algebra 2 class, but if I wanted to send progress reports to any of my other classes, I can select them from this class drop-down, arrow the students over, and send them all in one step. This is not the case where I would recommend sending, carbon copying a staff member on this email. They are going to receive one email for each of these students. So that would be a lot, unless it is a faculty advisor that has requested they receive gradebook progress reports for all of the students in your class. Once again, if I look at the recipient list, I only see grade-related information, people who are set up in the family relationships area to receive grade-related information, and the student advisor. Again, I don't have emails in my demonstration database, so your list would look different. And that's it for communications.